This trailer solidified my belief in aliens. Now, I'm talking about the extraterrestrials, the type that we've been seeing in movies for years. Now, we're going to review this trailer. It's called Disclosure Day of this movie. I'm sure you've seen it. Steven Spielberg, one of the greatest. They say this is his best film in over 20 years. That's a big statement. So let's check out the trailer. I'll put the link to the regular trailer in the description, but I'm going to pause it. We're going to review this and we're going to analyze this and we're going to see what's really going on, because I think this is an interesting window into what is possibly happening right now. Remember, the government right now, 2026, is talking about UFOs and aliens.
You've stated that the government is in possession of potentially non-human spacecraft. Based on your experience and extensive conversations with experts, do you believe our government has made contact with intelligent extraterrestrials?
Something I can't discuss in public setting.
Okay.
Extraterrestrial beings. We talking about Area 51 type of stuff. Let's get into this.
I can see them. I am much more inclined now than I was when I made Close Encounters to really believe that we're not the only intelligent civilization in the universe.
So that's the first thing. Right off rip, Spielberg says we're not the only intelligent beings in the universe. So what does that tell you? It tells you that he knows something. Spielberg, what do you know? Tell us what you know. We want to know. You know he knows.
What did you steal?
Secrets. People have a right to know the truth.
This is a story about us. All of us.
Good morning, Kansas City.
Up against the most extraordinary event in human history.
Trailer about all of us. Trailer, story about all of us. Movie about all of us. What a time that he would bring this out right now. But it's funny because movie release dates are done way ahead of the actual time that they come out. Obviously, it's not like they plan a release date 2 weeks or even a couple months. They plan movie release dates like 6 months ahead of time, sometimes a year, depending on when the movie's finished. The Michael movie was pushed back by over an entire year. He said it's a story about all of us. What does that mean? A story about all of us. A story bringing us together in a time where there's something bigger, greater than us communicating with us. What does that mean?
What's happening to me? I'm frightened. I'm frightened out of my wits.
You don't need to be. You have someone else.
Daniel Kellner.
Who is this?
Do not go back to the house. They found you. I don't know who you are, but they're gonna kill you.
The human race cannot accept what we know. We need to...
Bingo. You got to listen to all the little things that are said. See, they sneak in their phrases thinking that you're not going to catch it. The human race cannot accept what we know. This is what he said. Listen, I'm going to rewind it for you. Right here.
The human race cannot accept what we know.
The human race cannot accept what we know. What is the government saying to us right now? This is the CIA's all over this movie. The human race cannot accept what we know. Who is we? That would mean he is more than likely an alien or somebody working with them. He is one of these extraterrestrial beings. I'm telling you. This is a actor. I think his name is Colin Firth. Correct me if I'm wrong. Great actor.
We need to stop him any way we can.
What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
This 79-year cover-up of the truth has to end.
We're in a
79-year cover-up of the truth. Bingo. Look at this. I said, what correlation does 79 years have with UFO or aliens in America? The 79 years connection comes from the fact that modern American UFO history is often tracked back to 1947. If you count 1947 to 2026, that equals 79 years. 1947 is considered the beginning of modern UFO era in the United States because of several major events. The Kenneth Arnold sighting in Washington State in 1947, one of the first widely publicized flying saucer reports. The Roswell incident in 1947, the U.S. military beginning formal UFO investigations. That's very important. Afterwards, projects like Project Sign, Project Grudge, Project Blue Book. We'll have to look more into those. You should look into those as well. Because at that time on many UFO documentaries, podcasts, and disclosures, like the movie Disclosure Day, discussions about 79 years of secrecy, 79 years of cover-up, 79 years of Roswell. Wow. There you go. I told you that Spielberg is dropping gems all over this movie. Let's pay close attention. Let's go back to the trailer.
Interrupting our coverage.
How will disclosure change us? I believe for the better. It will remind us of our capacity for empathy and that there is something bigger out there than just ourselves.
I don't understand. What is the representation of a deer? A deer. What is the representation of a deer? Okay, I typed in what is the correlation to deers. You right here in pro version of ChatGPT. You can look that up yourself. It says there's no verified or official recognized correlation between deer and UFOs, aliens in America. Okay, that's cool. So let's go down here. You can read through. Of course, a lot of times people may have thought deers were aliens in the night because they like to be in the woods and their eyes shine when there's lights on them, which is why drivers sometimes hit them at night. But here's the thing. There are also conspiracy and paranormal theories online claiming deers are watchers, biologically altered or somehow connected to extraterrestrials. There's no scientific evidence, but it is a conspiracy. Spielberg is clever.
The only way to know your purpose is to go back to where it all began.
I know you.
I know you do. What happened to us?
I used to say to myself, wouldn't it be wonderful if all of this turned out to be true? I'm now thinking, wouldn't it be wonderful for people to know they're coming? All of this is true.
And that's the thing. He said, wouldn't it be wonderful for people to know, then it's edited, they're coming, to know that they're coming. They're coming. And then he says to know that what? Know that what? It is true. Spielberg just told us that aliens are real. And I know I may sound a little crazy, but again, we have the government talking about UFO sightings and releasing documents, releasing the UFO files, extraterrestrials, flying saucers, things of that nature. Then we have this movie coming out right around this time. A lot of people think it's a distraction, but I will say I believe there's some truth to it. We just don't know the nature of these unidentified flying objects, of these aliens, right? Look at this deer. This deer looks crazy. Spielberg, man, we see you, and we're all trying to figure out what he's saying. What do you think? Let me know. Yo, I just realized something for the first time finishing the end of that trailer. The deer pans and it turns into the alien. The deer and the alien have the exact same eyes. Remember what I just read in ChatGPT, that a lot of times deers have been mistaken for extraterrestrial beings because of what the eyes are the window to the soul, as we know. Anyways, this looks like a real dope movie. We're all going to go watch it. Let me know what you think. Do y'all believe in aliens? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for tuning in. See y'all in the next one. Like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate your time. I really do.